Well, good day, everyone. Welcome to Extra Point on Southwest Montana News. And once again, we're reviving what was a popular show, and we took a little break. Now we're back. And in the studio, one of our favorites from those days a year and a half ago, Bulldog football coach Ryan Norse. Ryan, welcome into the studio.
Thanks, Wally. Appreciate it.
And congratulations to Bulldogs ranked 19th in the nation. I don't think coaches put as much stock in that as the media does.
Yeah, it's nice to be there. It puts you in a position where if you want to keep playing at the end of the year, if you win enough, you'll have that opportunity. So it's nice to be rewarded for the boys' efforts.
And your boys, they seem to be, each game they just get a little better, scratch off a couple of mistakes, improve a little bit, get further ahead. You had a complete game victory against Montana Tech, and I know you were a little nervous. I should say Coach Tello was a little nervous because he had a freshman laden defensive backfield. But boy, did they perform.
Yeah, did well. The guys did what they needed to do to get the win and played with confidence, especially confidence down the stretch, and that was very important to get done. I think it's a good growth. I think it's good growth in our program, and just the guys knowing they can do hard things and that they can take care of a big game and in a really charged atmosphere.
Well, and then another big question as you entered the 2023 season was quarterback, because you had a guy who had been around and had performed very well, set bunches of school records, and everybody's going, now what? Well, that question got answered.
Yeah, just Michael's done a great job. We believed in him, and when he was developing his redshirt year and his freshman year, behind John, so you just do a few things different than you did with the other guy, and getting a lot of the same results.
Well, and let's talk about coming up. You've got Rocky Mountain College. Rocky is kind of been up and down this year. They've had a couple of rough games, but it seems like, of late anyway, when Rocky and Western get together as the football team, it's usually a pretty good game.
Yeah, I think we enjoy playing each other. They have good coaches. They've always played very good on defense. I still think they're playing outstanding defense, and their special teams is still playing at a really high level. They've had some injuries on offense. They've had some challenges on the offensive line protecting the quarterback. So hopefully we can take advantage of a few of those things that are their weaknesses right now, and keep accentuating our strengths and come out with a win.
Injury-wise, I know you lost a big player in the defensive side of the ball. Other than that, how are the bumps and bruises holding up the Bulldogs?
No, just fine. There's bumps and bruises. This is it's a game. Really, it's a game of toughness, more mental than physical when it comes right down to it. And as the season gets long, it gets tougher all the way around. But the guys are doing a great job with it. This group again is very workmanlike, and we've seen an uptick in guys getting into the athletic training clinic and taking care of themselves and taking care of their bodies and doing the things that are necessary for them to stay on the field and being able to compete.
Well, the game is part of a big weekend at Montana Western. It's a Hall of Fame weekend. It's a Booster Bash weekend. But, you're going to have to, I should say you're going to look at the Hall of Fame probably with a little more warmth, considering a couple of your ex-teammates are being inducted.
Very good. Yeah, exciting to have Trent and Paul going into the Hall of Fame. Excited for those guys, proud of them, well-deserved honors for those two. I don't know if I've seen Paul, but once or twice maybe since, we played together back in 1994, in that time frame. So I see Gibson all the time. We're neighbors. So it'll be good to see some old friends come into town and to celebrate those guys' careers. It's always a fun weekend.
Well, one final question, the Dillon connection. You've got some key players that are performing, and they're all former Dillon Beavers.
Yeah, that's we love to keep the guys in town who who want to be here and they want to be Bulldogs and want to stay a strong part of their community and really advance that as well. So it's good to have those guys around as well. You know, they come from a culture of winning over there, and they do things the right way. They improve each year that they play here, and we've got some guys playing really high level and being a really important part of our squad.
Okay, well, Ryan, want to thank you for stopping by. It's always fun to talk to you. I've known you for a long time. I had brown hair, and you had hair, as you've informed me of before. And it's nice to see it kind of go full circle the way it is. And so, congratulations on another great year, and good luck this weekend against Rocky.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, that'll do it. We'll be back after this timeout, and we'll visit with number 18 on the Bulldogs on Extra Point.
Looking for made in Montana food products? Look no further than Town & Country Foods of Dillon.
Well, back to Extra Point today, and in the studio now we have Bulldogs number 18, Cameron Rouser. And Cameron, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So first of all, before we get into too much, I want to congratulate you on Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, of course, as I know most defensive players of the week, you're a linebacker, but you also are in the defensive backfield. You also like to sack the quarterback and stuff. But you have a pretty, other than a very, very, I guess you could say, babies in the backfield, defensive backfield, a bunch of youngsters. You guys are really starting to gel as a whole defensive unit.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just keeping those young DBs confident more than anything. They are young, and we all understand that, and they understand that too. And we pretty much just tell them every week, plays are going to happen. It's part of football. They are going to make big plays. They can make plays too, but just keep them level-headed, just keeping them going. Just because how experienced we are from our D linemen, Tanner, Reese, Breyer, me, and Braden, and linebackers, and then just really. Obviously, we lost Swank, but he's still at practice, keeping them level-headed and keeping them calm. Because stuff does happen, so it is what it is. But the biggest thing is just keeping them calm and keep playing football.
Well, I talked to your D coordinator, Coach Tello, and Riley said he was really proud of how his young DBs stepped up in a huge game against Montana Tech.
Yeah, I mean, all week, obviously they have great receivers. They're very explosive on offense. So the biggest thing for us all week was we just need to stop them a few crucial times. And towards the end of the game there, second half, our DBs really stepped up. I think they really just settled into the game, and started playing with more confidence, which was the biggest thing.
Well, and let's talk about just you. Is this your fifth year?
This is my fifth year, yeah.
Because you redshirted one, or did you play?
I played as a true freshman, just COVID year.
And you got that free COVID year,
yeah.
but now you're about done. But you senior year, you got quite the honor heading into the season, being offered to wear the legacy number 18. What does that mean to you as a player? I mean, you played with both Simpkins kids. What does that mean to you?
It means the world to me to be chosen to wear that number and represent MJ and the Simpkins family and the Dillon community. But I feel like, all those leaders on the team right now could all wear number 18, and I'm just glad I got the opportunity to lead and try to excel and step up to a bigger role this year and try to help my team continue playing football, the best football we can play, and then to really just, support the Dillon community the way they supported me, and try to give back anything I can. So it's been awesome.
Well, let's get away from the football field a little bit. You have an environmental studies major?
Yeah, environmental sustainability major.
Okay, so in layman's terms, what do you want to be when you grow up?
So I'm going to hopefully be a game warden someday is what my plan is. So my degree really is just natural resources is what it is, but just a few less classes.
Okay, but it's a Bachelor of Science degree, so you will easily get a job with BLM, Forest Service, or something like that. And I imagine you want to stay in Montana?
Yeah, I want to stay in Montana somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be in Dillon, but definitely somewhere around southern Montana, somewhere in there. Maybe go back home later in my career, but
which is Townsend.
Yep.
Townsend.
Yep.
So this is kind of an off-the-wall question. Did being a Townsend Bulldog have any influence on you and being about a Montana Western Bulldog?
No, not really. I know when I signed here, everyone was just telling me, once a dog, always a dog, but no, not really. I just pretty much bought into the program, bought into Coach Norris, and really just bought into the university more than likely. Like the experience one class at a time. I thought, what a better opportunity for me to go play.
Okay,
somewhere.
and I noticed your hat. I asked you originally if that was a Bulldog hat, and you said it's got a family connection.
Yeah, so it's my cousin Chance Snellman, his brand for his cattle. So he gave me a hat, so I just thought I'd support him around town.
So we'll throw a little love. Is he around Townsend too?
No, he's here in Dillon now.
Okay.
Yep.
So you've got relatives everywhere.
I guess so. Everywhere I go, someone's, I know your relatives. I'm kind of related to you, like you were just telling me.
Yeah. My dad was a Townsend Bulldog.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah. Well, Mr. Rouser, I asked you what your nickname was, and you said Rouser. So I'll add a little formality to it and put Mr. And by the way, you have you can put on your resume ball boy at volleyball matches too. Yeah. So Cameron, thank you much for stopping in, spending part of your time.
Yeah.
Good luck this weekend against Rocky. And who knows, maybe we'll talk to you down the road again.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, that does it for this episode of Extra Point. We'll see you next time on the Southwest Montana News Extra Point.